Well, good morning, Tim. Thank you for making time for me. I so appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's start off by you telling me a little bit about your role with Corteva and more broadly Corteva's role in the global seed sector.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Executive Vice President, and I lead the global seed business for Corteva. I've been in agriculture for 35 years and just finished my 32nd year with the company. And, I have the opportunity to lead one of the most important seed businesses in the world. We do business in over 100 countries and in 10 crops around the world, and have nearly 100 years of experience and as being an industry leader. So I consider myself as having one of the best jobs in the company because I get to work with farmers around the world and to help bring them solutions.
Fantastic. So let's talk licensing. Why does Corteva have a licensing business?
Yeah, I think it goes back to really, kind of the core of who we are. And one of the things that is at the core is, we like to bring the marketplace choice. And, we like to work with farmers the way that they want to be served. And it'd be nice to think that every farmer would purchase one of our brands, Pioneer or Brevant. But the reality is that farmers have strong relationships. They have preferred ways of doing business. And sometimes that might not include our brands. And so, we strongly support and respect the fact that there are independent seed companies that serve customers very well, serve farmer customers very well, and so it really opens up the door for us to be a partner with them and help them access our technology and ultimately take them to more farmers.
Excellent. So what's the next big opportunity for licensing for Corteva?
Yeah, we're really excited by the success we've had with Enlist E3 soybeans and the rapid adoption in the marketplace. We had really exciting news this year where we had approval for PowerCore Enlist Refuge Advanced. So that's our next trait that we're bringing into our licensing effort. It really opens the door for us in corn where we haven't had I'd say a complete trait offering coupled with our germplasm available for the marketplace. So it really brings us into a whole new space. And, the fact that we're bringing, multiple modes of action for insect protection, novel herbicide technology in an integrated refuge system, serves a significant amount of the market. So that double stack, if you want to think of it that way, herbicide and above ground insecticide is actually the largest segment in the market. So it really, puts us in a new offering in corn, but it brings us right into the heart of the market. And so very excited to be able to offer that to our licensing partners.
Absolutely. So more broadly, how does Corteva choose the products and traits that you decide to license?
Yeah, it all comes back to, what does the market need? And so, as we think about products that we create for our own brands or whether we're thinking about licensing, we look at what customers' needs are and assemble products and create products that way. Another thing is, what's unique about licensing is we have to have the freedom to operate to be able to license. And so sometimes that can be a confounding issue. We're able to offer it in our brand or offer it a certain way, but not necessarily have the freedom. And so, we're fortunate with PowerCore Enlist Refuge Advanced that we do have that freedom to operate. And so, as we develop new product concepts and bring them to market, we expect that we're going to be in a much better position to have the freedom to also be able to offer that from a licensing standpoint.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, how do these options impact independent seed companies?
Well, we have had a lot of conversations with independent seed companies over the years. Clearly we're working with over 100 independent seed companies today on Enlist E3 on the soybean side. They have been voicing their strong interest in us stepping up and working with them in the corn area as well. Part of it is they know very strong genetics and what we bring from a germplasm standpoint to the table, and they also want options in terms of new and novel traits. And so, from our standpoint, I think we cover all bases there. The fact that today independent seed companies feel like they don't necessarily have the choice in terms of whose technology they offer. They want to have new sources of germplasm, and we're able to bring that to them. And so a tremendous amount of interest and excitement from their side.
Mm-hmm. So in terms of partnerships, how do you determine what is, or how do you choose what is relevant and beneficial in terms of the licensing?
Well, we always listen to the customer and what they need, and so they help us understand what they need. And I think from our side, anytime we can bring new and novel technology that not only benefits our licensing partners, the independent seed companies, but also will impact their farmers in a very positive way. It's a great outcome, and so that really is what motivates us and really determines what we'll bring forward from a licensing standpoint.
Probably the question that most people are most interested in is what's to come. If you pull out a crystal ball, what's next for licensing? Yeah,
I mean, we're in the early stages here, and we're playing the long game here. As I said, from a seed business standpoint, we're nearly 100 years in this business, and so we plan to be here for decades to come.
Right.
We're excited about the products we have, but our pipeline is rich, and so as we think down the road, we're spending about $4 million a day on R&D in the seed space, and so all of that potentially has the opportunity to impact licensing going forward. And so, we're going to continue to have a very strong brand position. I think that's important. It's an important part of who we are, but it's an important part also in terms of establishing value in the marketplace. Mm-hmm. But we also, we're committed to being a long-term licensing partner. And so, the products that are coming through our pipeline, we want to make sure that we have the freedom to be able to go out there and provide them not only through our brands, but also with our germplasm through a licensing model.
You speak with real enthusiasm and excitement about what's to come and what you're offering right now as well. Is that a fair description of how you feel? Do you feel coming to work every day that you're making an impact? Yeah,
absolutely. And again, I'd love to think that every farmer is going to buy seed in our brand, but it doesn't work that way. Right. And, there's great relationships and some tremendous independent seed companies out there that have long-standing relationships serving customers successfully. We respect that. We're committed to it. And I think what's important to us is that we bring them something that adds value to their business, their long-term sustainability of their seed company operations, as well as something that's going to be valuable for their farmer customers. So hard to not get excited about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tim, thank you for making time for me this morning. I really appreciate it.
Yep.
Is there anything else that we didn't touch on that we should?
One of the questions that I always get, especially around licensing, is we've got large successful brand positions out there. How serious are you about it? And one of the things I think, if I could speak to every independent seed company out there, is that no, this is real. We are serious. We're bringing you strong technology, and we want to be good, valued partners. And so I think that's the thing that we got to continue to emphasize. From a licensing standpoint, they've had long relationships, and they've worked with companies who've served them well over the long run. And we got to go earn that position and that trust and demonstrate our commitment. And so that's the thing I would highlight here is, we're new in this space. Hopefully they like what they see. We're getting very positive feedback there, but really emphasize that we're in it for the long run. We're here, we're committed, and this isn't just a short-term action on our part.
Excellent.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep, absolutely.
Really appreciate the time.
Yep.